What's going on, guys? It's your boy Adjen back again for another Alchemy Stars video, and for today it's the usual should you summon video since the new RRR banner was announced and it will feature 6 stars Migard and 5 stars Klekken and Keating. And man oh man, this banner is also a great banner to summon for. Why? It's because the featured 6 stars is a top tier unit and the 2 featured 5 stars are both pretty good also. And one of the featured 5 star is a converter, which is Klekken, which is pretty nice. And I hope you guys still have some spare regular players left since we are getting back-to-back great banners. And the former was Iridon's banner. That one is also a pretty good banner. So I hope you still have some resources left. Anyways, Tour Dog is really trying to drain our summon resources before the anniversary comes. But I cannot complain though since good banners are good banners. I'll take it instead of trash banners or filler banners anytime. So the question now is, should you summon on this banner? I mean, this banner is great but it will still depend on your circumstances. If you are a beginner and you don't have Migard, and you are lacking a great sniper DPS in the forest team, then you might wanna try your luck and try to get her on this banner. Migard is one of the OG units that hasn't aged well, since up to now, she is still one of the best snipers in the game. What makes her pretty great is that she has insane DPS output on top of having a teleport utility. Even though her teleport has range restrictions, and it's still pretty good to have nonetheless since teleport utility is one of the best utility in the game, and what more, it is attached to a DPS unit like Migard. Having a low 2 rounds cooldown on her active skill is just cherry on the cake, because if you will look at her active skill, it only has 2 rounds cooldown, which is pretty good. Pretty nice, right? She also has if you guys don't know, Migard has one of the highest attack in the game. At max level 80, although my Migard is only level 1. At max level 80, she has an attack stat of 3,781, which is pretty high. And she only loses to Mythos by a 64 attack difference. FYI, Mythos is the highest sniper attack in the game, if I remember correctly. If you guys have Paloma or Mythos already, you might want to think if you still wanna summon for her. Personally, I would evaluate and look at my current resources to see if I have enough to try and get her. And also, it depends on whether you are also looking out for other units that might get featured soon on the RRR banner, like for example, Paloma, Luke, Bethel. Those are upcoming in the nearest future. Maybe, who knows, maybe you are saving for them, then you might want to just save and skip Migard for them. So Migard is not a must summon only because there are other alternatives for her. Like I've said, Paloma and Mythos exist, but if you don't have those two, then you might wanna reconsider summoning for her. If you are still unsure, then just do your first to 10 single pulls, since you are guaranteed to get either a 5 or 6 stars within those pulls. And don't forget guys, Migard is a top tier waifu. Look at Migard guys, look at her skin. Pretty gorgeous, pretty beautiful. Now for the featured 5 star. Aiming for the featured 5 stars are not a good thing. Why? Because the rates of getting a featured 5 stars are pretty low. Having them featured on a banner is somewhat like a bait, especially if the featured 5 stars are really good, like converters. For example, here Klekken, because Klekken will be featured in the banner, it seems like a bait. But having them featured also is a blessing, especially if the featured 6 stars on the banner are pretty good, like Klekken, as I've said. Klekken is a top tier 5 star converter. He has innate preemptive strike, which is really good, meaning you only need the copy of him and you really don't need to chase his dupes, since he's already pretty good even without them. That is how good Klekken is. Even without dupes, Klekken is top tier. But having his dupes is a plus, because especially the MBT, because at max breakthrough, Klekken will have increases tile converting count by 1. So instead of 4, it will now becomes 5 tiles to convert, which is pretty awesome. The next featured 5 stars on the banner is Keating. Keating, on the other hand, is also pretty good, but I know very few people uses them, since you mostly use them in your flex spots in your team. They are a debuffer that can aggro enemies and inflict slow and paralysis. And they are somewhat like a buffer also, since they can buff your Thunder Aurorian's normal attack damage. If you look at their equipment, it's in their equipment skill. They can be a pseudo buffer, aside from being a debuffer. So to players who are aiming for the featured 5 stars, just note that they might come to the Star Store shop, so maybe you can just wait for them to be featured on it and save your resources, since the first year anniversary is very near. You might wanna just do until you get your guaranteed 5 or 6 stars within 10 single pulls. For me, this is a skip banner, since I already have Migard with their preemptive strike and my Klekken is already at MBT. I really don't need to chase Keating, since I don't really use Keating. And to everyone who are gonna summon on this banner, I wish you good luck and may RN Jesus bless your summons. And that's it for me for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it if you could help me grow my channel more. And thank you to everyone who are supporting my channel. I appreciate every one of you. Until next time, peace!